black superhero. It's gonna take one of us to save us. It's gonna take love and a lot of trust. We just got to get that faith and know that. Well, guess you got mine, I got your back. I know it's gonna take one of us to save us. It's gonna take love and a lot of trust. We just got to get that faith and know that. Well, guess you got mine, I got your back. I know. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero.
It's that hate, boy.
Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the New York Jets and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
I'm harder than I ever been. Losing's what I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on Socrates. All my balls on Rubik's Cube. Every time I do it, I just have to do it beautiful. I can't let this moment pass. Yeah, I know my time is now. Know my mama proud of me. And my grandma smiling down. Every time I turn it up, whole crowd be wildin' out. Matter of fact, let me see your hands. Look, I saw my shot and I took it. I couldn't do it different. Couldn't afford to stop and go. I had to stay consistent. Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the New York Jets and the Baltimore Ravens. And wow, a gamble here right off the bat, an onside kick to begin the game.
So that's the kind of game we having today, huh? Alright. That is the kind of game we finna have.
They tried to give this home crowd something to cheer about early, but it failed. I don't know, maybe you tried it to get some momentum. What about here at home?
Would agree with you totally on that. I think at home, you don't ever want to put your fans in a position where they're questioning what you're doing. And right now, they have to be in the stand saying, why would we even do that? We're already behind you. You don't need us anymore. And this one, boy, an unsuccessful attempt. That could really change momentum of this game in a hurry.
He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. All again on second down. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing is Wilson. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And they're going to get this down near the 45-yard line. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
They'll go for it. It's Hall going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or two. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon.
I hear you. What'd you say?
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
They'll roll him out right. That's going to be caught. It's James Prochet. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. That one was hard to fathom. They were in the dime. They had 6 DBs back there. They still lost him.
Great word, because I'm right there with you. I don't understand how they couldn't pick him up. But don't be surprised next week early, there's some extra people in the locker room, maybe a tryout or two for those guys who missed him.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson escaping the pressure right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That's good for 28 yards.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1.
You change it. You change it.
Jackson from the shotgun. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. James Prochet from a yard out. And the Ravens will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught in the end zone. So how about that for a statement? They get 2 instead of 1 on the fake, and it's an 8-0 ball game. And the Jets have got it. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, here's Jackson, rolling to his right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Fourth down, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devin Duvernay, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The end result, 21 yards. They go play action now. Wilson. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. C.J. Uzomah, 27 yards. And the Jets have cut it back within a score. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, here's Dobbins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Yeah, they'll get the yardage on the run and get 15 more for good measure.
Yeah, that wasn't too difficult to spot. You heard the sideline erupting, and the flags came out almost immediately.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Another run here with Dobbins. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And now Jackson will look to throw it. That ball caught. It's Mike Andrews, the tight end. They go play action with Jackson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll run with Dobbins. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll run with Hall. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. One more time with Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jets have got it back to within a score. Now Zuerlein on to add the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That one complete to Prochet. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. And his throw here's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Play action. Now Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Right back to Dobbins on 1st. 10 more there and another 1st down. And he spikes it to stop the clock. And now if they choose, they'll have a chance at maybe a long field goal try here just before the break. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And not much on it. Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
Just had to hold on to the ball.
So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And it's going to be caught. Not sure why they went for 2, but they do get it. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the 2nd half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Hey, middle.
They go play action now. Jackson. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Jackson now. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Throwing is Jackson. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
And the Jets have got it. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Ravens are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. You want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Just get rid of it. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Steps away to his left. Open man is Duvernay. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. On 2nd and a long way to go. Jackson. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's got him in, complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. That's into the hands of Crochet. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down.
Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring the in the. know I stay with some bad little baby. TGOD, baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We doing hundreds, we going insane. Pouring this. Dead homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions. Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory, straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Stand in the line, they put me in the center. It blow their mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble. My all hustle, my diamonds are huddled up. TGOD got this off the muscle. Ask me about my life, man, I love it. Got so many rings, I need room for another one. Been through the pain, now it ain't no more struggle. My team win the game, put our face on the cover, brother. We the champions.
Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory, straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate. Food from all of the base. My ace spoon going, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on this.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Jameis to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they get him down, but not... Takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Saints first down.
Ready?
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. The center receiver in motion to the right. Now Winston on 4th down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins down to the 42, 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Dobbins running out of the gun. And oh, he's just going to be short here. Barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Jackson will keep it.
But when you do call quarterback sneak, you don't mind if your quarterback's a little bit on the vertically challenged side, do you? Because he's just going to hide behind his big guys up front and be able to surge forward and pick up the first down.
Jackson now off the bootleg. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. We're scoreless after 1. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now it's Jackson. And it's caught. Touchdown. Rashad Bateman on a touchdown throw from Lamar Jackson. And the Ravens post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the 2nd quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play. Just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try to throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
On 2nd and 10, Winston. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, 63 yards. And the Saints are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when
trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside the quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Following the interception, Winston. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Winston. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing, Winston. He's got it. Touchdown. Taysom Hill, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 67 yards.
For all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
And to be honest, this first half hasn't been anything they'd be really proud about. So they needed something like this to change their fortunes. Now they need to make sure they finish this one off, not just with points, but with a touchdown.
And that throw, wow, 72 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats.
They'll run here with Edwards. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets them closer to the goal line with second down coming up.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Extra bulk up front for second and inches. 3 tight ends.
Again, it'll be Edwards. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Ravens are back within a score. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Tucker now for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Meanwhile, Winston's throw caught by Olave. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Winston now. He's got his man on the crossing route. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. On 1st and 10, Winston. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On play action, Winston. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
On 3rd down, Winston. And that is incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Here's Jackson. Being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Man open is Robinson.
He's got room past the 30. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40.
So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that'll bring them back within 4. Boy, they're down only 1 score. Still first half. But they're going to line up for the onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, but to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
Toward the sideline. He will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds. Calling a gain is 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. They go play action with Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Winston now to throw on 1st down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Winston to give. It's Kamara.
And some room to maneuver. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got him this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We're in Baltimore. Third quarter action, 2nd and 10.
To throw is Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Demarcus Robinson, 43 yards. And the Ravens have cut it back within a score. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold him there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Jackson here is going to look to throw, and this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Paulson Adebo.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that, and Charles.
He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
First down, Winston.
Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. 2nd and 4.
Play action now, Winston. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the fourth.
So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. This is caught. It's Hardy. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
2nd down and goal. Winston. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Jameis Winston with his...
GG's, bro.
chain of game. When the QB chain birthed most of chains in the game. No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies. Family size, leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused boy, little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go at. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. What I'm saying, your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go at. Meet Joe Black. What I'm saying, people saying what's already been said. Predictions, I don't listen, it's already in my head, no funny. Your most hungry place, I was past that at 28. Underground tapes, as my ass cap in publishing states. As we slide in the G-Ride, I've been getting criticized, it's keeping me energized. Create with a business mind, I'm from where killers reside. A wild hood, only knew goons since my childhood. Say anything in they raps cause it sound good. Don't even mean what they say, horrible outlook. Y'all ain't really vouch this house. Y'all was in the house with it. We don't respect fake jewelry and silly outfits. Window down, blowing out. Great tits, New York's Jay Prince on Houston Street. I caught the bounce before my even bounced the beat. I took the hard way in it, man, it's the route for me. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go at. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go at. Meet Joe Black, meet Joe Black.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the New Orleans Saints and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25.
Let's go. Cowboys. Buffalo 18. 19 strikes. 19 strikes.
And now we won't see a play on. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Right out of the gates, here's Smith. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Smith, deep ball for Goodwin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Geno now to throw. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. Smith on 1st down. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. Not the warmest starts throwing the football. He was 1 for 3, now 1 for 4 on the opening drive.
So getting him comfortable is the key. And for him, it might be different than what we think is comfortable. We're probably thinking swing passes, easy checkdowns. Some guys, they're better off throwing it downfield. That's what really loosens them up.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Smith going to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. They snap it to Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And this defense holds on the Knights' opening drive. Well, trying to be bold on the opening drive of the game, but that effort, it proves futile.
How many times have we talked with coaches where they've talked about taking the emotion out of their decision-making? I think that opening drive, if he didn't have it in his head to go for it before.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Winston. He's going to launch this thing way downfield.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Geno. He hits his target, Lockett. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. On 1st down, Smith. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Lockett, the man in motion. Smith. This is caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal.
From the gun, here's Smith. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Marquise Goodwin there to make the grab.
And the Seahawks use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Winston. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Off the play fake, Winston. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Darrell Taylor got in there to drop him. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Fourth down, Winston. And it's knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for.
I can't believe you went for that, bro.
Predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
19 right. Ready.
Now Geno on 1st down. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them total.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Geno's going to throw. That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. That right there makes up for that missed extra point they had after the first score.
Yeah, they went ahead and got back to level by going for 2 and having the normal amount of points. So that works out pretty well for them. And if you're the kicker, don't worry about it too much. Now they've gotten back to where they want to be, they'll try it out there for the next one.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Winston's throw caught by Olave. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. Play fake. Winston. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Jameis to throw it. Got an open man. It's Olave. Touchdown, Saints. Chris Olave, 49 yards. And the Saints have got it back to within a score. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. On the return from his inside. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they will set up shop red zone territory at the 13-yard line. So a turnover there on the kickoff. And don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, these are mistakes that you pray for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another great opportunity.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Saints are an extra point away from drawing level. Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Smith. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On 4th down, Smith. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Well, now how about this return? He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Saints. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one.
I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles.
That's caught inside the 20.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Smith. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby.
And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, I would guess it combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw, Winston. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, he's been the guy. Already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
In motion right is Thomas. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Winston.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks are going to get it back here just past the 35.
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Geno. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. Touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant, a 12-yard touchdown grab as they have taken the lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And they will take a 7-point lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Winston airing it out deep for Smith. It got his man complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off, because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline, and that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback, and he put it right where it needed to be.
First down, Winston. He completes it to Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Lutz with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. On first down, it's Smith. Deep ball for Goodwin. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown. Marquise Goodwin on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Myers connects on the PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. Touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Looking here for Smith downfield. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jamal Adams. Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw is Smith. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. Ken Walker as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now up to 14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half, but when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Geno now to throw. He'll fire one downfield for Fant, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
18 Cardinals. 18 Cardinals. Hey, pass.
Now Smith. And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Winston. And Thomas has it. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing, Winston. Olave over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down of the process. Here's Winston. And going deep for Hill. And now here is another interception.
Picked up by Trey Brown. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it. I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Smith on third down. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line.
Looking long for Thomas.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now.
Out of his end zone, Winston. And my goodness, another interception.
Tariq Woolen picks it.
When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space. There they elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it. Try and create some space, some room. And it went awry, didn't it?
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now Geno. Out to the right. He gets it to Lockett. Down he goes at the 23. A pickup of 4. 3rd and 2. Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
Picked off by Alontae Taylor.
There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So that Potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. Lutz now to kick this one away.
Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
Ready? 3, 2, 3. Flip, flip, flip. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Flip, flip, flip. Right.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taysom Hill, 27 yards.